Hi everyone, it's Patty from the studio. I hope everyone is doing well, enjoying the nice weather. I have a quick little thrift haul today to share. I had some errands to run yesterday and was meeting my cousin for lunch about 40 minutes away from where I live, in Huntington, Long Island. And there was a vintage store, Rosie's vintage store, that I always wanted to check out. And yesterday I had a little bit of time before I met my cousin for lunch. So I stopped in and I got some really nice things. I'm very excited. I could have spent a day in the store. Really great stuff, very nice staff, well laid out. And I'll put their info at the end of the video. If you're in the Huntington, Long Island area, you need to go check them out. So let's see what I picked up. Stay tuned. Here's my little haul from yesterday. And again, I was under some time constraints, which was probably better for my wallet, but they had some really good pricing. I don't remember each one's individual cost, but my total spend was $90. And I definitely think there's a couple of items where I'll have no problem in making that back. So let's see what I picked up and why. In the jewelry section, they had this plate brooch, china, and it's from Coalport Pottery in England, which is a very famous pottery company. This, I think, is from the 1920s. I have to double check, but that's my guess. Very good condition and signed Coalport, made in England. I just thought that was really pretty. The other item, I've just recently sold some antique stick pins. So I found this stick pin, and the back is marked Vermeil Abaddon. Vermeil is a type of gold plating, which is a little better quality than just regular gold plating. But it had a nice little design on the head, good condition. I'm thinking the 1960s. So I picked that pretty little thing up. And then ashtrays do very well for me. And, you know, people use them sometimes. Artists use them to hold their brushes, or people use them as a trinket dish, or a jewelry tray on their vanity, or as an ashtray. And this just caught my eye, and I didn't really know anything about it. It's got a number on the back. But again, it's an interesting kind of enameled porcelain, pretty colors. And when I looked into it, when I got home, it's by an artist called Sasha Brastoff, who was a pretty famous designer in the 1960s. So I was very happy with that purchase. This store had tons of linens. I just picked up a couple. I restrained myself. This is, someone took a regular tea towel and did a cross-stitch design on it. And it's like a china cabinet. And you can tell it's handmade when you look at the stitching on the back. There's some staining on it, a lot of yellowing. So I actually picked this up for myself because I'm working on a project that involves miniature china cabinets. So I thought this was a nice inspiration. So I picked that up. Very nicely done. The other item in the linens is this pillow cover. Again, a cross-stitch design. I am not sure if it's handmade because because it's a pillow cover, I'd have to open it up and look on the inside. It does look handmade to me though. It doesn't look mass-produced or machine-made, but I have to open that up and look inside. But it was beautiful condition. I loved the colors. It looked a little like boho chic to me. Very nicely done. So when I open it up, we'll discover more. But there was no staining on it, and I just thought it was gorgeous. As a pillow cover, I think it would be really pretty. Then the final items, and again, this place had so many different vendors. They had it upstairs, and I mean, it was packed with treasures. So I could have definitely spent more money and more time. But this item, I love things that are marked Occupy Japan. And I thought this little girl with her ukulele or mandolin, it's a planter. You could put a succulent in it or an air plant. But I thought it was very sweet, marked Occupy Japan. So that puts it really within an 8-year time frame. I forget the exact dates, but I think Occupy Japan was only called that for 8 years when it was occupied. I thought she was sweet. This other item, there were 3 of them, and it was, I think, this is the one I remember, I think it was $30 for all 3. And again, it's marked Made in Occupy Japan. Little Asian motif girl, small planter. So with this and also with that, I sometimes position them as succulents, air plants. You can put makeup brushes. You can use it as a pen holder. And I just thought they were sweet. And I sold a similar one, but it was larger. And it sold pretty quickly. So that's why I snapped 3 of those up. And I will sell them individually. Just very sweet. And I didn't see any chips or cracks. Some of the gold paint has worn off, but you figure this is from late 1940s, early 1950s. So they survived quite a while. Then the last item are these adorable Holt Howard Crazy Cat salt and pepper shakers. Boy and a girl, no chips, their ears are all intact. The paint still looks great, and Holt Howard is a huge collector market. And they have in the bottom these shakers, and when they worked, it would meow. So you'd pour in the sugar, I keep saying that, salt or pepper, and it would probably meow, which could be really annoying actually, but Holt Howard, again, very desirable brand. These are going to sell quickly. 1958. Holt Howard. Signed, excellent condition. These like mid-century modern cat designs do well in really every category. Love them. I want to keep them, but I won't. So I'm going to put up a postcard for Rosie's Vintage. Great place. Great place. A lot of fun. And I hope you liked it. It's a little haul, but sometimes little is good. And thanks for stopping by. And if you liked this content, please hit the like button, hit the notifications, subscribe, so I can keep trying to provide content for people who are just interested in collecting or for resellers, etc. Thanks again. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your summer.